Hello there, it's Friday and this is my second push and quad workout for the week. The first workout was so-called HIT workout more or less, and now today on Friday I focus on GVT-ish style of training. German volume training usually will consist of 10 sets, 10 reps for an exercise. Later on, I will also do 10 sets and 10 reps for an exercise, but on the very first one, which is dips, I was just too weak to perform 10 full reps. So what you will see right here is me performing the good old dip, but not 10 reps. Sometimes I'm shooting for 5, 6, sometimes just 3 reps, whatever. This is a GVT-ish style of training. You can think of it as an M-rep, as many reps as possible for 10 sets. But because I know I will not get 10 reps in each set, this is my GVT-ish German volume training akin lifestyle training style. Dips is just too hard for me right now to perform 10 of them. So I still have 10 sets, but here and there will be 4, 5, 6 reps, as you can see. I'm doing the dips on my balcony. And my balcony does not have the typical parallel bars. They do shape a triangle. And I get a very good stretch in. The way I do my dips there is completely different from the way I do it in the gym. But I like it that way. I'm super happy that I can perform dips on my balcony at the convenience of my own home, you know. Next on, after those 10 sets of dips, I will do 10 sets of barbell bench press. The barbell bench press is an exercise which I neglect, or let's say I don't like to do the barbell bench press. That's actually a low incline, because I don't feel like it's safe when I go super heavy. If I would go super heavy and I wouldn't be able to perform another rep, I would be buried under the weight. So the GVT training style, which is just 10 reps for 10 sets, allows me to use a much more lighter weight than I would use for a regular straight set or an HIT set. So I feel comfortable doing bench presses on the low incline for 10 sets on 10 reps. That's completely fine. The weight is not so heavy, and because it's not that heavy, you can go pretty much almost all the way. I mean, I would never go to the full muscle exhaustion, to the full failure on my GVT days. I will do it on my HIT days, but today is a volume kind of day. It's a volume training day. On Mondays, that was the goal, to go with that all-out set for one set where I'm completely annihilating, where I'm completely going all the way. The idea is to annihilate yourself with just one set, if you can, which is a mental thing. I mean, it's myself, I don't always get to that mental state where I'm going all out and I go for the very, very last rep, but that's the idea. But like I said today, GVT style, you will never go on that level. You will never go to that very, very last rep. You will have some reps back in your tank, because remember, this will be a 10 set, 10 rep kind of thing. So you will never go all the way. If you would go all the way on the very first set, the second one, the third one until the 10th, you will not be able to perform 10 reps. There is no way. You will always have to keep in the back of your mind, okay, right, there will be another set coming, so you will pace yourself. GVT training is pacing yourself, still pushing yourself, which is a fine line, but still pacing yourself. And myself, the dip was an exercise where I was not going all the way for 10 reps because I was just too weak. And here at the barbell presses, I'm shooting for 10 reps, but I think I also sometimes get 7 or so. Let's see how many reps I will get on this one. Let's count together. This will be rep number 3, and I think I'm going for 5, 6 or so. Number 4. Here I am already shaking. My right arm was shaking. Look, this is the 5th rep, and I'm lifting my butt up because it was too hard for me. And when you lift up that butt, the chest will use also the lower area, and the lower area of your chest is where you will be able to push the most weight. Your upper chest is the weakest chest part. The middle chest, when you're doing flat benching, as you will see, just go and try yourself. When you will incline bench, you will always use less weight than when you are flat benching. Flat benching, you will have more power than when you're incline benching, and you will have the most power on a decline. So like I said, I was lifting up my butt, and that way your lower chest will take more portion, will take more of the work. So when my butt is resting on the pad, it's upper chest, and then when I see, oh my god, I will not be able to perform another rep, then my butt will lift, so the lower part of the chest will take over, and then you will have a second wind. You will be able to put the bar back onto the rack, because otherwise you would not be able, you know. And after my chest work, I will always stretch. So I did my chest training. It's twice a week now. Every muscle is getting trained twice a week. So this is it. It was dips and then barbell incline benches on the low incline, also with that towel behind my back. And I focus on my upper chest. I never do flat benching, so every time I'm working on my chest, as long as we're not talking about dips, it will be always on some kleiner incline in hopes that I will build my upper chest up. Because many old school bodybuilders, they were always shooting for that flat bench, and as they get older, they will get that droppy chest. And also on the upper part of their chest, there's just no meat and it's all down there. So you might, if you're unlucky, maybe you will get saggy tits as an old man, and then you drink a beer or two here and there, and that is just not a good look. So always go for that upper chest. I want that upper chest. I want it when you're wearing a t-shirt, maybe a v-neck one. If it pops, man, that is a beautiful thing. It just looks right on a man when you have this big upper chest. And this GVT style of training, or let's call it GVT-ish, because sometimes I was not going for the full 10 reps, it was sometimes less. But on this exercise right here, I'm hitting my shoulders. I did perform 10 reps always. It was the side lateral raise and then the upright row. The shoulder muscle today got got a lot of volume in it, just like the chest. And my shoulder training, like every other muscle, my shoulder will be hit twice a week. And I was that guy that used to train everything just once a week. For the longest time, I was always hitting everything once a week. Actually, one time I was doing HIIT training so hard, which kind of sounds funny now, but I was doing it by textbook, by Mike Mensa. Mike Mensa put intensity above all. And if you put one thing above all, the other things need to go down. For example, if an intensity is super high, then frequency and volume will not be as high as intensity. It's just fucking impossible. So when I was going with my intensity all the way up there, my frequency and of course volume went down tremendously. And I remember one time I was hitting every muscle just every 9 days or so. Go figure. I had much more rest than I was in the gym. And truth be told, I got stronger. Every time after every 9 days I got stronger, which is a big plus. But then again, I was missing out on many muscle stimuli, because the way I'm training right now, I get a lot more stimuli. Because if you're just training chest every 9 days, that's every 9 days one hit, yeah? But if you're training your chest twice a week, and that time, as you can tell yourself, that's a lot more frequent chest hits, much more time for the muscle to grow, much more push, and I'm experimenting. It's not like I'm going with one training split all the way until I die. No, right now I'm on this training split where I'm hitting everything twice a week. So far so good. Here and there I take a deload, but my deloads will never be a deload like you know them. My deload will be a complete rest. I will completely take a week off, and then usually I'm always stronger. But if you're only going for strength, yeah, I could go back to the old days where I would hit everything only every 9 days. But nah, right now I'm super happy with it. I never did hit all my muscle groups twice a week. I never did that. Actually, when I was a very beginner, at the very beginning, I think I did full body splits where every time you enter the weight room, you would hit every body part every 2 days or so. I think I did 3 times a week. And when you were a beginner, you will first need to get some coordination going. You want to really feel the muscle working at the very beginning of working out. Of course, you will use a lot less weights. And then here's also an interesting fact. I think Mike Manson, also Dorian Yates, will tell you that, let's say you are weighing 150 pounds and you are squatting just 100 pounds, yeah, for 10 reps. After a day, 2, 3 days, whatever, you will be completely fine and you can hit that muscle again. But if you are a 300-pound athlete, and you will obviously be much stronger by then, you will not only lift 150, you will maybe lift, whatever, man, 4 or 5 or so. The stimuli will be much greater. You will have a better mind-muscle connection. You will be able to hit all of your muscles so much better. And then your recovery will be accordingly longer. So when you're a beginner, you can hit muscles much more frequent than the intermediate or the pro. The pro, think of Tom Platz. Tom Platz did squats in this very heavy, all-out kind of way, just every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, Tom Platz would go with that super duper workout because he was able to put so much stress on his muscles that more frequent trainings would be detrimental. So you can always learn, like I do. I always enjoy listening to people that have a lot of experience. And every 2 weeks, wow, that is something that's valuable information. And like I said, I never did train every body part twice a week, which is fairly new to me. I think I started doing it in August, November, somewhere around there, I'm not sure. And my muscles recover properly. So I'm like, fuck it, why not hit them again? For example, Ronnie Coleman had a 3-day split, which he did twice a week. Okay, so he also hit every body part twice a week. For him, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he hit all his body parts, and then, well, I can go again. And then he would hit again with his Monday workout, his Tuesday workout, his Wednesday workout on the consecutive days. So he hit everything twice a week. But his recovery abilities also were super duper. And mine, yeah. My recovery ability, of course, will be better if I hit less. For example, today it was just a dip and then a barbell incline. That's 2 exercises. If I would go back to the way I was training when I used to train just everything once a week, there would be much more volume. Maybe there will also be more intensity. That's back in the day I would do incline bench press, then I would do 4 sets of them, and then I would do maybe incline barbell presses, and there would be also 4 sets of them, and then there would be maybe butterfly, there would also be 4 sets of them, and then there would be a cable crossover or something like this, because that would be everything that I would do in one day. But now one day for me is packed. One day consists of 2 hours of training almost. When I was done with my push training, I had to sit down my ass for 50 minutes just to get the batteries going again, to reload the batteries on my camera, but also just to get my energy back going. Also, you maybe want to drink a protein shake intra-workout or some kind of simple sugars. Also, why not go for fruit? You can eat a kiwi or banana or something like this, maybe grapes, just to refresh yourself, to get some carbs going, to get those carbs into your bloodstream so your muscles get more energy. Why not, you know? So when I was finished with my upper body workout, like I said, I took a 15-minute break, got some nutrients in, and then I went again. And right now I'm shoulders, and you can see I'm enjoying myself hitting those shoulders. And that shoulder workout, there was also 10 reps of those side laterals, and then immediately followed by 10 reps of upright rows. And they hit my side part of my delt pretty good. I'm hitting here my side part, but my front part, there is no real exercise I'm doing, because I figure, well, if I'm doing dips, if I'm doing incline benches, everything of those exercises, they will also hit my front delt. And most people like myself, I don't need front delt as much as I need rear delt, so I'm fine with it. It's just when I'm benching, the front part of my delt gets the work. Mike Menzer would be of the same philosophy. Also, I do it the way Mike Menzer would recommend it also right now. But I mean, when Mike Menzer would see my workout program, he would say I'm grossly overtraining. That would be way too much. But because I like to experiment, it's twice a week. And I feel fresh. I feel fresh enough to hit them. If you're the kind of guy, if you want to just work out once a week, why not? Go ahead. You want to have your own experience. Just don't take anybody's word for it. Of course, learn from their experience, but also try yourself. Because back in the day when I was just training everything once a week, I felt like I got the recovery going. I could hit the muscle again. But then there were some extra days I had to wait, and that I didn't like it. So also my message to you is that everything comes with a price. There's always advantages and disadvantages. I think the advantage of the way I'm training right now is that I can hit muscles twice a week, which is great. or even more. For example, if I check out my calf training, I do sometimes 2 times a week, maybe sometimes 4 times a week, depending on the way my calves feel on the consecutive days. If I see that I'm super sore on my calves, I will not train them the same day. But if I see that my calves are super refreshed again, I will hit them, you know. So the advantage of the way I'm training right now is the multiple stimuli, and over the year there will be double. I will double the muscle stimuli if you look at it in an annual perspective. But the disadvantage of the way I'm training right now is that it's super taxing. It takes me about 2 hours to complete a whole workout, and that would be the biggest disadvantage. The biggest disadvantage is that after my upper body, I'm going for my lower body, and then it's squats. That is the king of all exercise. This is the one that will take the most out of you, and I will do them right after I trained my upper body, which is also no joke. And then I'm going for the lower one. That's the disadvantage. For example, if you hit your quads the very first thing, of course you would have more energy than if you would have a chest, shoulder and tricep workout regimen right before you hit them. So that would be the biggest disadvantage if I think about my training split the way I do it right now. And you can see I'm having a great time. You can see by my facial expressions I'm loving it. Yeah, pushed myself. And after my workout, I felt super nice. I mean, every time you work out, of course, it is a big challenge. But when you're done, holy fuck, your happiness levels will go up dramatically. There is me going for that shoulder stretch. The picture on the right side is my goal. This is a very basic shoulder flexibility test. Try it yourself. Are you able to perform that task? Are you able to do what the woman is doing on the right side? I'm not. I'm stretching out my right shoulder, as you can see, and I'm tapping it. I'm tapping it to see if the stretch is really in my shoulder, which it was. And let's see, maybe over time I will be able to perform that stretch, which the woman is doing on the right side. Who knows? I like to ask random people if they can do that stretch. And in my experience, women have a easier time with that stretch than men. Women can do that stretch, and for some reason sometimes they are not able to do that stretch on either side. Sometimes it's just one side, sometimes it's no side, but most of the time they can do that stretch or just touch their fingertips, at least touch their fingertips. But if they can make a clinch, if they can really fist, do the fist, that's the best shoulder flexibility. And I'm trying to get there, and I don't think there's no reason why I wouldn't be able to. It's just stretching. I do a lot of my hangs, and my hangs, like I told you, my hangs are the best thing you can do for your shoulders. But I also want to be able to do that flexibility test like the woman. And I think I should also put some muscles on my rear delts, which would be lovely. And yeah, let's see how long it takes. Hopefully I will be able to perform that stretch, because I have a history of bad shoulder pain before I knew about hanging. And I think this is a very valuable thing. If you have no pain in your body, that is great. So why not? I think it was Socrates. Was it Socrates who said no man has the right to not be performing, or you should be able to know about yourself, about your body, about physical strength, and that would be something valuable for Socrates. Maybe I will next time tell you the exact quote, but why not? Your meat vehicle, that is the only one you get. Take care of your body. You really want to take care of your body. Don't do nothing stupid with it. Always get your sleep in, because like I said in the last video, the less you sleep, the less you live. That is super. It's crucial to get enough sleep. Just think about when you have underslept, when you have, which you did maybe in the past, you will see that you will have no energy. So you feel it right there. I really enjoy getting good nights of sleep. I like to keep it dark. I like to have it quiet and cold. That is, those are the three things I'm looking for. And put away that cell phone. Myself, I'm the worst. I know that I'm weak. I will grab my phone when it's close to me. So I have to put it all the way maybe into another room just to not reach it. Because that blue emitting, that LED light, that is very bad for you if you want to sleep. Because your brain will be triggered to thinking, oh, it's daytime again. And then it will be hard for you to fall asleep. So make sure to keep those lights away when it's getting dark and dark and darker. Also, Patrick Tuor, who's a coach, a bodybuilding coach, just look at James Hollingshead when he's doing his podcasts. He will put on glasses. So, I mean, just at night to get more and more drowsy, and you will start to feel like you want to go to bed just by putting on shades, sunglasses. That's a great idea. Also, cell phones and computers have this mode where the screen gets darker and darker. You can actually put in the time, whatever you like, and then you will start to have better sleep, more energy, more focus, memory will be improved. For example, if you read something and you read it again and again and again and you still don't know what you've read, that is a sign that you are underslept. That is a sign that you need sleep. You must sleep. It's of crucial importance. Even Stan Efferding. When Stan Efferding coached Hafthor Julius Björnsson, he also had a seminar in Iceland. And that was the very first thing he was talking about, sleep. That is the fundamental thing. Gotta do it. Otherwise, you're cutting yourself short of all the benefits. Gotta do it. Gotta get sleep. And the older I get, the more I realize this is true. Here I am on my tricep work. I did the behind the back tricep dumbbell extensions and then the pushdowns. Also in the same fashion, in GVT style or GVT-ish, because sometimes I did not get the full 10 reps. Also, which is a normal GVT style of training, is that you will take 60 seconds rest between every set. But I did not take those 60 seconds. I went straight away for the next one and the next one and the next one. Okay, here and there, I took maybe 10, 20, 30 seconds, whatever rest. But 1 minute is textbook GVT. So for example, you do the first set with 10 reps, then it's 60 seconds off. And then you proceed with the second set for your 10 reps and so on. And when you have 10 sets with 10 reps, that's it. And I did that in today's workout with my chest with 2 exercises, then with my shoulders with 2 exercises, and there you go. Now we're on the triceps, same fashion, 2 exercises. But on my chest work, I did 1 exercise only, then the next exercise only. But then, as I went with my shoulders and my triceps, I did still the same thing, but in a superset kind of way. So it would be 2 exercises, which would be performed straight back to back right away. So right away, that behind the back push up, and then right away with that arm triceps extension. And after this tricep exercise, the upper body will be finished. I will be finished with the upper body, and then the lower body will be attacked. But today I really had to push myself on the balcony. When I did my dips in the very beginning, I felt like the air or just the exposure to the sun also made a good effect, positive effect on my mood. Also, when you want to recover faster, try going out into the sun. You want to maybe go into a park if you're able to get to a park. If you can sit your ass down on the grass and take deep breaths. Me personally, I can get a better rest if I'm at a park as if I'm home. And it's super true. I cannot explain you what it is, but if I'm there in the park, grounded with the earth, and maybe also if you see a big lake or some kind of water pond, whatever it is, water relaxes me. Also, there's no wonder that beach communities are super chilled. Think about it. They have the sun, they have the vitamin D, they have iodine, everything that makes people healthy. You will feel it there. Just go to the beach. And many people that are surfers will tell you that surfing will give them energy. I think it's wise in life to go for the things that give you energy. I work out because also it gives me energy. Working out should be a lifelong thing, because at the end of the day you will only have benefits as long as you're not stupid, as long as you don't injure yourself, as long as you don't put working out above everything else. But working out should make your life better, and it does improve my life tremendously. I would work out if it was just for the mood enhancing function, okay? That's it. Not only improves my mood, of course people that work out tend to look better, and working out, you can never go wrong. Yeah. And it shows that you have will, that you have power, that you are able to push yourself. And that's also a nice thing for me. I think it makes me feel manly if I have a challenge and I overcome a challenge. That's great stuff, you know. So why not? Get that sweat out. Get that sweat out. Really, really nice one. And this exercise I'm doing right there, I think that this is an exercise that I will keep always in my staples. I contemplated, hey, should I get some kind of bar for my tricep pushdowns? But then I realized, what the heck, I got a dumbbell, so why not use that dumbbell? Here and there I put on gloves, because you get some funny prints on your fingers. They will be from the bar, from the dumbbell. The dumbbell will have almost like a print on your hand after you're done with that pushing down. But whatever, man. Who cares? I mean, that completely is not an issue at all. Also, triceps work. Ooh, man. The tricep work is the muscle where I can really push myself for some reason. I like it. I can do all. I think because maybe it's small. Because when you look at the human body, think of your workouts. When you work legs or back, that is the hardest working out days. For example, leg day, everybody is dreading leg day, because leg day is so much work. But when you think of the muscle is a big one. The muscles in your legs especially the quad, the four muscles, 3 of which you can see and 1 you cannot see. It's in your leg, quasi. They will give you the most it's the most taxing. Then the back working out, that's also super taxing because the muscle is so large. Then it's chest is much smaller than your back or the legs. Then shoulders, I would say shoulders would be the next muscle. And then it's triceps and biceps, and let's say calves and abs. So triceps, relatively speaking, in relative terms, is a smaller muscle. So people that will train arms will have a better time with training arms, or it will be lighter in their subjective feeling than training legs, because of the vast difference in size. Also, you can push a lot more weight with your legs or pull much more weight with your back than you can do with your tiny ass biceps, because that's just the way things are. That is also very logical. And the toughest days will always be back and legs. And many people, when they train legs, me included, it's not like I'm only training quads when I'm doing squats. When I'm doing squats, my lower back is completely activated, my calves are activated, everything. The squat is not only exclusively for your legs, I mean everything. The way, if you're doing low bar squat, high bar squat, you will have hamstring involvement, calf involvement, quad involvement, lower back involvement, everything, and stabilizers. And people, if you are not able to squat, make sure that you can do it like me every day. Go for that deep squatting down like I do. It's for me more than 41 days now, whatever, 42, 43, where I'm squatting down every day, ass to the grass for 30 minutes, and it helped. It really makes a difference, because it's frustrating if you're not able to squat. You want to be able to squat even if you are not going to do the squat exercise in the gym. You still want to be able to perform it, because your body gets super well at the things you do all the time. When you are the guy that lays down on the couch all the time, your body will be super adapted and super well at doing that, nothing. It's creatine and couch. That is the program then. So if you're just doing creatine and couch, man, nothing will happen. You are designed to move. Never forget that you are designed to move. You are a human being. You have certain requirements for your body. You must exert yourself. If you don't do it, you will get depressed after a while. That is clear as day. If I don't work out at all, if I'm just sitting around and I do nothing, oh hello depression, hello my old friend, don't do that. Move. Never ever sit in misery. Never ever accept a plate full of shit that you will eat every day. You have the power to completely change bad circumstances. And it all starts with your physical state of mind. Just take a cold shower if you feel like crap. That alone will completely change the way you think about your position in life. Sometimes when you are really thinking about something negative, stop. Go for a run. Go take a cold shower. Go for a walk. Get in a workout. Drink plenty of water. I mean plenty. I have no problem with taking a jug or a water bottle and drink a liter. That is for me absolutely nothing. You shouldn't do that, okay? But I remember what was it, 2 weeks ago or so. I would just go for 1 liter, then another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. I drink 5 liters of water, which might be excessive. But after drinking 5 liters of water, I felt super refreshed, because that was what my body needed at that time. When I feel my lips, and if I'm making a O with my lips, I pretend that I'm blowing something out. And when I feel that my lips have some kind of stretching going on, if they feel dry, yeah, when my lips feel dry, I know I must drink more water. And just drink that water, and in my case, after those 5 liters, it really made a difference. Maybe I'll recommend half a liter or 1 liter. Chug it down. You'll feel better. You'll feel better about yourself. And I promise that. If you're a coffee drinker like me, don't forget the water. If you just drink that coffee, yes, you will get that rush of hello, good morning, I'm awake. But it will be a lot better if you add water. Never forget to add that water. Okay? That is a good point. Actually, I need to remind myself of that here and there, because we all are busy. We all tend to forget something, which we should do. And drinking water, that's a big one. Gotta drink it. It keeps your skin healthy, much more vital. You will look better. And why not? You know, what's the downside? That you need to go to the bathroom? That's no problem. Think of all the obstacles that you've been through. I mean, that's what makes you think that this is a problem. You can always go take a leak. Here I'm already focusing on my lower body, on my calves right now. And you can do those calf raises sitting down and standing up. Those are the big ones. I wish I had somebody for doing donkey calf raises. Maybe I should ask someone to get on my back so I can do donkey calf raises. And I think there was a study where they compared different calf raising exercises, and the donkey calf raise, that was the one with the biggest muscle activation. Donkey calf raises. If you have the possibility to perform donkey calf raises, do it. I think after that, standing calf raises was the next conducive to muscle gain on your calves. And then after that was the exercise I'm doing right now, which also is easy, of course, when you have less weight. And I'm shooting here for super high reps. My knee health tends to improve, or my knee health, I think it's much more likely that I will feel no pain in my knees when every muscle around my knees is warmed up. Yeah. So when I'm training my calves right in front of my quad training, that is no coincidence, because when those calves are warmed up, it's much more likely that I have no knee pain. Lotion is motion, like Kelly Starrett said. And go for a warm up. Go maybe for a light run, 5 minutes run, 10 minutes. If you have some kind of stationary thing in your home, or go outside, or just run on the spot, or just do jump roping. I think jump roping is an underestimated, forgotten exercise in many working out even videos. People should do that. I remember one time I was doing the rope skipping for 20 minutes or so, non-stop, and I got a very sore calf muscle after that. I mean, both of them. That also is a super awesome exercise. And the exercises we do all the time, we don't get sore, but the ones we neglect or never do, then we do them again, we get sore. And also one funny thing, I don't get sore that much. I used to get sore like crazy. I remember always getting super sore, but the way I'm training right now, I don't. I wish I would get sore, okay? My soreness decreased over time. Since I'm training every muscle twice a week, I guess my body adapted, and my body will not give me that soreness like it used to when I would go for a volume training every muscle once a week. That is the time. That's when I would get sore. Not all the time, because sometimes you have those days where you just don't feel it, nothing really clicks. Could be because of back sleep or less water, or who knows what. Maybe some kind of sickness, infection. Could be so many different factors. But if you want to have great workouts, gotta sleep, gotta drink water, and also eat. Eat. Also, it's always wise to get your blood checked. Maybe you are deficient in something and you just don't know it. Could be vitamin D, C, E, copper, iron. Could be, what else? I mean, anything. I should do that too. Get my blood checked. Get your health up there. Health is the most important thing in your life. Health is wealth. If you're not healthy, you just have one wish. You wanna get healthy again. But if you are healthy, you will have 1,000 wishes. And that really is true, my friends. So let's keep ourselves healthy just to have the life that we want. And if you're not healthy, you could get $1 million. Who cares? If you're not healthy, life sucks hard. So yeah, I'm working out, and that's something for my health. Gotta do it. Feel better about yourself. We are right here at my squats, and I did 10 sets of 10 reps squatting. I keep those knee bandages tied on me with those extra 2 rubber bands around my left knee. I had no issues, and I'm super happy about not having knee pain in my left knee. But of course, I need to work on my technique. My squats could absolutely use some improvement. I wish that my chest would be up much more, because I tend to drop my chest down. If you think about different coaches, like I said once, Rich Froning has the perfect squatting technique, if you ask me, or Ben Smith. Check out his Instagram. He also is selling a squatting program. He has also really nice technique. His upper body stays upright at all times, and his knees will be pushed out as he goes up. And also, what many squatters do, they take a big breath before they go down, and they keep that breath all the way until they're up again. Also, why not think about the squat as a dive into the pool, okay? And before you go down, you take a big breath in, you keep that breath at all times, and then when you go down into the water, figuratively speaking, you get up again with those knees pushed to the sides, and then you can breathe out again. And by that pressure, I figured at the last, I think last 3 or 4 sets that I did, I got a big breath in before I would squat down here and there, yeah, to feel it, because I saw many powerlifters do that. Also, Louis Simmons once told Dave Tate that he should breathe into his stomach. He should actually push his stomach against his belt, yeah. And that way you will just have more pressure, and it would be easier for you to squat. If you are limp and loose when you're squatting, your squat will be hard. You want to have some pressure going on, and then the squat will be a lot easier. And there are many little cues people give, and they're all helpful. Whenever I can learn something new, I'm always grateful, and I like it. Also, feel free to comment, tell me about something that you see which is grossly could be improved also. Of course I know my squats and my deadlifts could be improved, but tell me, if there's something maybe I'm missing or so, why not? I think criticizing someone is good when it's constructive. If it's not constructive, who cares, you know? But if you can learn something from it, awesome, would be great. Here I am squatting, and as you can see, oh my god, it was a struggle today. I had to shake my head in disbelief. I cut out all the resting from the video, and it was 10 sets by 10 reps. And yeah, I think the king of all exercises, this is the one where you will struggle the most. But you need to talk to yourself in a way that is positive. And also one thing, when I do my 10 sets, I have 10 pens, yeah? 10 pens laying around. And I don't want to occupy my brain with how many sets did I perform right now. I have 10 pens. And whenever I complete a set, I take a pen and I throw the pen to the side. And then when I have another set completed, another pen gets thrown to the side. So I will always keep my focus on the one set I'm doing right now, and fuck everything else. Because I think it was just Bridges, the CrossFit competitor, who got many placings at the top 10, who also was in the Navy. He said that small goals equal big goals. What he means by that is, if you do the smallest thing, if you think about squatting right now, which is just 1 rep, he would focus on 1 rep only, and not think about the whole CrossFit Games and all the years which are coming. No, that's the wrong mentality. Just think of the thing that is in front of you. Jason Kalipa, also a CrossFitter, wrote a book on that subject. He said that he has this AMRAP mentality. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So when he is focusing on his business, it's AMRAP on his business. When he's with his family, then it's high quality family time. He will crank it up to that family happy place, and then he will go AMRAP on his family time. He never mixes anything. He will always focus on one thing, and he will do it right. Because if he is chasing 2 rabbits, one will escape. Just focus on 1 rabbit. Also, there is a big TED talk of a man who also accomplished a lot by always focusing on that smallest thing which is in front of him, and then the next one, and the next one. I think also there is a big painter, Jack Fresco or so. He will just paint a small square in a gray hue, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and in the end I think it was 50,000 or so, and in the end there he created a picture which is as if he took a picture with a camera or someone. And yeah, that TED talk you will find in the description. So the small stuff matters, and the small stuff, just do the smallest stuff, and then the next smallest stuff, and the next smallest stuff, and soon you will have the whole set completed, and that's how you go about everything else, the other sets, and that's how I think. Also, Jay Cutler, his way was not any different, or almost the same. He once had to complete 10 reps, and he was just, oh my god, he was completely shook by the thought that he had to complete 10 reps. So in his head, he just counted to 5 2 times, and that little trick also helped him. Or another trick, if you want to go for 10 full reps, do it like this. 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have your 10 reps. So think about 4 reps, which are accumulatively more and more, and that way you will also reach your 10 reps. Or if you wanna do 20 reps, you do that twice. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do that twice, and you have your 20 reps. It's those little mind tricks. You must trick yourself if you wanna go further. It's always hard for me. I will never tell you that I'm a badass. I'm not at all. I'm fucking nothing and nobody. The biggest badasses, for example, that would be David Goggins, okay? That is a badass. And let's say the other day I did 100 chin-ups, yeah? David Goggins performed more than 4,000 chin-ups in 24 hours, okay? So my 100 chin-ups, that's nothing. And that's the way I think. Also, I recommend David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, and also the one with Jesse Itzler. David Goggins spent 30 days at Jesse Itzler's house and every day just sucked. They did every day something else, which really sucked. And that also was inspiration for me. And after I read David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, I went for a run, and I never did more than 7K or so. And after completely finishing that book, I went for a run for 25 kilometers in -2 degrees because I was inspired. Yeah. And yeah, that was my workout, my second push workout in that week. Chest, shoulders and tris and quads, with also the good stretches in the end. And tomorrow it will be pull and hams again, but also in a GVT-ish style. And yeah, this is it, my friends. I wanna thank you for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. And there is me rolling, and I'll see you next time.